The following is a presentation of Biggs Media Services.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. You can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Hope you enjoyed your meal. And I just want to say, he's lucky to have a brother like you.
Lucky? Caring for my brother is far from easy. But he's a part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. No time for tired. Nothing can disable this love. He needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community. Support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Go for warmth. Go for beauty. Go for a show. Go for flavor. Go for perspective. Go for love. Go for tranquility. Go for thrills. Go for color. Go for good. Go for Puerto Rico. Go now.
For more information, the website is discoverpuertorico.com.
Are you ready?
Time to play the game! Bigg's Golf Talk. Golf Talk for golfers.
You want to hear a nice golf joke? Yeah, I should have showed up and watched me play yesterday. I should be put on Chick Galore or something like that. A team named that. Scramblers. That's it. Scramblers, that's a team I should be on, because I was scrambling for my ball.
There's a golf shot. That's a golf shot.
Hey, when am I going to get the caddy?
The bag is bigger than you.
So?
That white one?
Yeah?
That's the one you're carrying.
Oh, man, that thing's a boat anchor.
I haven't had golf anything since high school.
No, that's you, not me. She likes to enjoy a beverage herself. Is that what you're trying to say?
I might be distracted. That's another story.
Golf course and equipment reviews, golf news, guests, and lots of golf humor. When you need to drive for show,
Are you ready?
for Bigg's Golf Talk.
I'm special.
Yes, you are, with a helmet.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.
It is showtime, baby. Here we go.
Bigg's Golf Talk is presented by U.S. Golf Challenge with Tito's Vodka. Qualify for a national qualifier today by heading over to usgolfchallenge.com or biggsgolftalk.com and participate in a national qualifier in your area. BGT also sponsored in part by ShotScope, Data is Power, Encore Golf, Ready Putt, Zalise CBD for golfers, McNally 22, Photo Ball Marker, Scorpion 21, Feel the Sting, UFO Tour Golf, and Discover Puerto Rico. Connect with Bigg's Golf Talk on the social media networks, Facebook, Twitter, Golfball, Instagram. Subscribe to us on YouTube. We're available in the Google Play Music Store, iTunes, and Spotify, and all those good little podcasts. Visit us at our website, www.biggsgolftalk.com, BIGGS golftalk.com. He is the GolfFather, Bill Cuebas. Across the table from me, I am Big John Vick. With your On Par with Amanda segment is Amanda the Golf Diva Robertson. Good morning, Bill the GolfFather Cuevas.
Good morning, Biggs.
Live in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Yes, we are leaving Tuesday for San Juan, Puerto Rico. Yes, Boricua.
Boricua Pase.
Bill, the GolfFather, and I are golfing in the Puerto Rico Open Pro-Am on Wednesday. Looking forward to that. And we are going to be playing a lot of golf in Puerto Rico and bringing you some information. We're going to be live next Friday as well, live from Puerto Rico. So you want to make sure you tune in for that.
Yes, we will be live, but we got a star-studded event before that as well. We'll be playing at the PGA Tour Puerto Rico Open.
I just mentioned that, yes.
That's what I'm
if
confirming.
I am confirmed.
Well, you know what? Why one of us was talking and yapping, and all I hear is your voice and blah 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 blah. Some of us have to work. I got a laptop. I do. Well, I try. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel like we're married.
Yeah. Well,
that's like one ear out the other.
Absolutely. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm well versed in not listening to people. I've learned how to tune people out. But yeah, I'm like triple tasking. I'm talking to you. We're doing the live show. I'm on my computer answering emails. We're getting good information from new exciting news for Bigg's Golf Talk that's coming up.
Yes.
So there's a lot of things going on. I'm just trying to stay up to date, keep everybody happy. When you do a live show, like ours, we have to concentrate.
You've heard us talk about the U.S. Golf Challenge. Well, the national qualifiers are on the website. We'll talk about that a little bit later on and give you some destinations possibly that you could participate in a national qualifier, including June 15th here in Albuquerque, New Mexico with the BGT 18-hole challenge. The registration's open, so we want you to be a part of it, and hopefully see you there. Part of that proceeds does benefit the Folds of Honor New Mexico chapter, so we want you to be a part of it. On today's program, Bridgestone Golf is going to be joining us, U.S. Golf Challenge, to talk about their partnership with Bag Boy. Bag Boy is also going to be joining us on the program. Stability Shaft Breakthrough Technology is going to be joining us, and Bigg's Product of the Week. And don't forget about You're on Par with Amanda. Billy, it is the day after Thanksgiving.
Yes, and you want me to pay attention to you? Come on, dude. That was November. You know what month we're in right now? We're in February. We're going to Puerto Rico, and you're talking about Thanksgiving. Come on, man. What's on your mind?
Bill,
yeah. I'm not listening. Go ahead. You talk.
Billy, day after Valentine's Day, and I don't know how you were here for Valentine's Day, so you had a good Valentine's Day.
Yeah, you know what I did for Thanksgiving, right? Let's talk about Thanksgiving. Are we supposed to have this much fun while working?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, so yes, Valentine's Day. Yes, I got to spend it with two lovely puppies. Yes. Yes, I had a marvelous time.
Yeah. Two marvelous puppies that's afraid of balloons.
I know. Did you see that? Yeah, that's kind of. I like that idea though. If you put those balloons in the proper position, they will not jump on your sofa. They will not bark at the mailman. They won't do anything. That sounds like a Dr. Seuss book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we could do that. I like that.
I like that idea too. We're looking forward to going to Puerto Rico. And by the way, we are gonna finally play golf in some shoes that we're going to be testing out, and we're excited to be a part of this. Because I guarantee you these golf shoes are going to revolutionize the game of golf as you know it in footwear department. We're going to be playing with Squares golf shoes. And, Billy, these Squares golf shoes are amazing.
Yes. Yes, they are. Extremely comfortable, true to size, as you found out real quick. Yes. They do exactly what they're supposed to do. We've heard several great comments about them. People have questioned the pricing, but they need to really look at those shoes. If they look at what they're getting, the value they're getting, everything that's gone into that shoe has been well thought out of, from the square toes to the shoelaces to the tongues, I guess they call it, that come up to the thing. Everything in that shoe, it's waterproof.
Sandproof.
Exactly. It is. And that's the thing, unless you go and you play in the sand and submerge your whole foot in there.
Right.
Yeah, but everything that has gone into that show, as well as the technology and everything, it's really, really good.
And there's actually meaning to the socks.
Yes.
So they also
everything.
sell socks, and I, as a matter of fact, I have a pair of the socks on right now. I love wearing them every day too. I love these socks. These socks are so comfortable, and they really go well with the shoes as well. So
yes, they do, and everything has a purpose. They have more stuff coming out too, hats. Yeah, and
something else we will be testing in Puerto Rico is a product called the Groove It brush. That's an accessory, but we're going to give it a try, and we're going to give it a test out there in New Mexico. So
yes, they've been consistent. the people from Groove It Brush have been consistent. They've been reaching out consistently. So
they want to see how we like it.
They want to see how they're very eager
yes.
to find out our thoughts about it, so we can share it with our audience and stuff. We've been looking in the background and stuff because, as people know, we just don't take a product and talk about it. We need to actually use it and try it and make sure how we feel about it, and then we share with everybody.
Bill, the GolfFather, Cuebas, and I, one of the reasons why Bill is in Albuquerque, New Mexico, is we've been working on a new website, and we're hoping to have that up very, very soon. And Bill, I think the listeners are going to love the new look.
I think they're going to absolutely go crazy over the new Bigg website that we're doing.
Yes.
Because it's really big.
Big. Yes.
With
big.
2 G's.
Yes.
With 2 G's. That's how big it is. 1 G wouldn't have sufficed.
Exactly.
I like it a lot. I like the way it flows. I like the stuff that we're able to do that we haven't. With growth, like we've grown over the last several years, I think this year we've already gone to new heights, and 2020 just started. So if we continue on this pace, it's going to be really, really big for us. Really big.
You're going to see more photos.
Yes.
There's going to be a photo gallery of our destination visits and everything else. So, and there's going to be articles as well linked to that about the destinations that we do visit. So, pay attention to that. You're going to see that very, very soon. We'll make sure you know about it on social media. Follow us on social media on Bigg's Golf Talk on Twitter, Facebook, Golf Ball, Instagram. So be sure to follow us and get all that information. All right. We're going to head into our first break here, and when we come back, On Par with Amanda, coming up next here on Bigg's Golf Talk. We'll be right back.
Hey, everyone. Bigg's Golf Talk is now on iHeartRadio. Download the app for free or go to iHeart.com and search for Bigg's Golf Talk. Be sure to save us as a favorite so that you'll know when we're on. Join the millions of iHeartRadio listeners and listen to Bigg's Golf Talk. Golf Talk for golfers.
The United States Golf Challenge, sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka, is searching for the country's best 2-player teams to compete against International Field in the 54-hole Ryder Cup style event, known as the International Kings Cup, played in honor of golf's greatest ambassador, Mr. Arnold Palmer.
The 6th annual edition of the International Kings Cup will be contested in May 2021 at the Glasson Golf Club in Ireland.
The road to the Kings Cup begins with a national qualifier. 2-player teams compete in an 18-hole qualifier playing best ball using net scoring. The top 30% and ties at each qualifier will be invited to the USGC National Championship. Winning teams at national qualifiers have a chance to receive a free $950 team entry into the event.
With an open and a senior division, each having 4 flights, teams of all skill levels will compete for a spot on Team USA. The winning team from each flight at the United States Golf Challenge National Championship will be crowned and win the expense-paid trip to the Glasson Golf Club in Athlone, Ireland, as part of Team USA.
Do you have what it takes? For more information, the website is usgolfchallenge.com for all the details. That's usgolfchallenge.com.
This is a commercial for golfers. Take the next step to improving your game with ShotScope and discover your strengths and weaknesses. Analyze statistics on your clubs, tee shots, approaches, short game, and putting. ShotScope V2 is the golf watch that combines GPS distances with automatic performance tracking. Once you have it, you won't want to play around without it. Check out ShotScope.com to take your game to the next level.
It's time for commentary, opinion, and controversy. On Par with Amanda. And here's the golf diva, Amanda Robertson.
Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to another week of On Par with Amanda. You're listening to Bigg's Golf Talk. Thanks for tuning in. And we are going to jump right in for this week's controversy. I have never been a huge fan, but he's a great player. So Tommy Two Gloves Gainey, we all know him for the famous wearing a glove on each hand his whole career. He was just recently arrested and knocked with a misdemeanor for prostitution. So he solicited a prostitute, and in the process, they had a huge sting operation, and like 120 people were busted over this whole sting. And he got arrested and then was let go and got out of jail time by doing 11 months probation. He had to do 100 hours of community service. He had to do a human trafficking classes, I guess he had to take, and like a school for human trafficking. And then he also was required to pay, I think it was over $6,000 in fines. And so it's interesting to me because recently, during this whole debacle, he's continued to play on the Korn Ferry Tour, and he won, and it was his first victory since 2012, and it was a big victory for him, especially with this kind of lurking over his mind and his heart during the tournament. He was able to shoot 69 in the final round and win it. And in his acceptance speech, he said that he was just so happy, and his kids and his wife meant everything to him, and that he was just focusing on getting his life back on track. So that has to be hard when, how do you go to your wife? Well, he wouldn't really have to go to her, but to go and to address the situation, it's such a terrible, awkward thing. And unfortunately, he was one of the ones that got caught. And so it's one of those situations that, it's the Tiger effect, right? So when Tiger Woods was going through all of his personal stuff, it's so easy for people to jump and say, well, he's just a horrible human, and I'm not going to like him anymore, and I'm not going to follow him anymore. But the truth of the matter is, what Gainey did, not okay. But that is his personal life. That is not him as a golfer, as a pro golfer. Sure, he has morals to uphold, I would presume. But with that said, I have a really, really hard time when people don't know how to compartmentalize and separate the two. You don't have to like the guy. You're not married to him. You're not in his family. You're not really anything to do with him personally. The only thing you are to him is a fan. The only thing you are supporting is his golf career. So that's where the fine line, and a lot of people that I've had that conversation with, I've had that conversation about Tiger, I've had that conversation about multiple people that have done things that, weren't necessarily the best thing in the world. And do I think less of them as an athlete or a golfer? No, because I've chosen to separate the two, only because I don't live in their world. You don't live in their world. And only the people that do live in their personal world can be affected by the personal choices that they make. So it gets a little hairy. And for me, I know a lot of people, actually, I've had a lot of backlash on people not supporting the way I feel. And that's totally fine. That's why we're here, and that's why it's controversial. But with that said, come on, people, get over it. Personal life, like I said, I do not condone that behavior. I do not support, let's be very clear here, folks. I do not support prostitution. I do not support soliciting women and human trafficking, and I don't support any of that. But what I'm saying is his personal life and his golf career should be separate. Only because, like I said, as long as he's following protocol, whether or not he would have been arrested or whatnot, I don't make those decisions. I'm not the law. I'm not the court. Because I know a lot of people said, oh, he got off easy, but we don't make those rules. So for what it is, as long as he's doing what he is told he needs to do with the probation and the hours and the class and all of that, then I'm going to focus on his golf and what he is doing well and successful. And the only reason that I am a fan of these people, Tiger and Gainey, for instance, is for their golf, not for them as a person or as a role model. So, and I think a lot of people have a struggle with that. They set people in the spotlight up to a higher standard. And no, I don't condone your behavior, but I'm not supporting you because of your personal choices. I'm supporting you because of your amazing talent as an athlete. Like I said, I've never been a huge Gainey fan, but that just had to do with his golf career. It's never been super exciting to me. So I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this, because I know that a lot of people are going to feel quite a bit different than I, and let's get into a conversation about it, because why not? So good luck to Gainey, and unfortunately, just don't act dumb, don't do stupid stuff, and you wouldn't have to mend things with your family. You wouldn't have to do all of this. Now, moving right on along, every week I've been touching base on the Premier Golf League. So for those of you, a quick catch up that don't know what the Premier Golf League is. So it is a new golf tour that is trying to come to fruition. They have contacted Phil and some other players saying that the top 50 athletes in the world will play on this tour. It'll be an 18 event tour roughly, and across the US, and it will have amazing purses, and it will be basically competition for the PGA Tour. And they've already contacted Phil, because as Phil was over in Dubai, Saudi Arabia, investors are the ones that are backing this or trying to back this. So they approached Tiger. So Tiger, I thought this was interesting. So Tiger announces that he has been approached by the Premier Golf League. He comes outright truthful about it and says, "Hey, I've been approached by this group. They want me to come play on this tour." Now, Tiger says, and I thought this was such a diplomatic answer, and the right answer for the moment that we're in, because we don't really know what's going to happen with the Premier Golf League. He said, just like everyone, he's trying to figure it out. And he said, we are looking into it. And if it makes sense and if it's good, then sure. So he's not denying the fact that he might be willing and open to playing on it as well. He said, look, we've been through this before. There's been other events, world events, that have tried to come to be something great. And he said, so until we know for sure that this is going to happen, we're just looking into it. That's it. And so I thought that was, it's a good place for him to be, but he was, truthful. He didn't hide that they came and approached him, but he also didn't knock it either. And so I thought that was interesting, because my only concern with it was that I didn't know how these players were not going to burn a bridge with the PGA Tour. And that is the biggest issue I saw with it all. But if there was a way to not tick off the PGA Tour and be able to migrate over to another, I guess, so-called tour, that was going to be a challenge. So I am really excited to kind of see this all unfold. And I keep touching on it week after week after week, but that's because new things unfold every week. And so I want to continue to see where this goes. It'll be really interesting, because there's going to be some, before a tour can just appear out of nowhere, they're going to have to jump through some big hoops, and watch their P's and Q's and make sure that everything is perfectly in place, because the PGA Tour will not allow one slip up, especially if it's competition, even though it's driving golf and we're all pushing for the greater good of golf. I think that some people are going to see it a little differently than that. So write into me. I love getting your DMs, A Robertson Golf on my Instagram, And then you can write into biggsgolftalk@gmail.com. Make sure in the subject line you write "On Par with Amanda." I want to know what you guys think. I want to hear all your comments. And if you have any topics that you want to discuss, any controversial things, let's get into a heated discussion. I love it. Thanks for tuning in week after week. And until next week, keep swinging for par.
That was a great segment by Amanda Robertson. Keep swinging for par, people. Keep swinging for par. On Par with Amanda. Sponsored by Backswing Golf Events. Listen, folks, if you're looking for classy ladies to come and raise money for your event or your charity, as a matter of fact, BackswingGolfEvents.com is the only place you need to go to and book these lovely ladies for your event to raise money and entertain the golfers in your event. Backswing Golf Events is the place for your event today.
Having a corporate or charity golf event? Backswing Golf Events can supply your tournament with personable, professional golfers to entertain and fundraise on the golf course. They can accommodate any size group, whether it be 3 players to 500. They are your team. From range lessons, Beat the Pro, and Pro-Am style roaming, they're making lasting memories one swing at a time. So make sure to check out BackswingGolfEvents.com or call us direct at 661-316-3093 and book your pros now.
In the folded flag, we see the heavy price of freedom. Nearly 9 out of 10 dependents of America's fallen and disabled soldiers do not qualify for federal scholarship assistance. The Folds of Honor closes that gap, already providing over 10,000 scholarships. Join us in this noble mission. Donate today at foldsoфhonor.org. This is your call to duty.
Golf is a dirty game. It's time to clean it up with Ready Pot, the only putter cover with a built-in ball cleaner and magnetic surface. Clean balls roll accurately, meaning you make more putts. Sink more, swear less. Clean up your game with Ready Pot.
This is Bigg's Golf Talk with Big John Vick and Bill the GolfFather Cuebas.
Welcome back to Bigg's Golf Talk right here on Native Family Radio and Party Zone Radio, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. Hello to everybody at Party Zone Radio. They like to party there.
Party hard, baby.
Yeah, that's right. That's the only way to go, right?
We party big. 2 G's.
Big John Vick, along with the GolfFather Bill Cuebas in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And this Saturday morning, boy, I'll tell you what, man, the tournament's in full force right now. The Genesis Open, Tiger Woods' very own tournament. And how can you not pick Tiger Woods to win his own tournament?
Maybe because he hasn't won it 10 times. I don't know. Why not? Maybe. Could be. I didn't pick him.
But you know, he's played some good golf lately.
Absolutely. I believe that he has, but I just didn't pick him to win this one.
Yeah. Who'd you pick?
I have no idea. It's sitting on my desk on the wall, plastered over there.
Back in Tampa, Florida.
Back in Florida, and I'm over here in New Mexico. So, yeah, I have no idea who I picked. But I know it wasn't Tiger.
Oh, it was not Tiger.
It was not Tiger. I didn't pick Tiger to win this week. So, I don't know why. I wasn't even thinking, to be honest.
Yeah, our next guest just might be disappointed in you with that.
No, I think our next guest loves me. We go way back to like last week. We've known each other for a long time, you know, at least the past 72 hours. So yeah. I think there's nothing but love there.
When it comes to Bridgestone Golf, I've personally been a big fan of Bridgestone Golf since the very beginning when they had the B-Fit Challenge. Mm-hmm. And, you know, they went away from that for about a year or two. Here now, Tiger Woods being a part of the development of the V-Fit and talking about the new release, the ball that was just released yesterday, hitting the stores, hitting the markets, and it seems to me, Billy, this ball is probably the most popular yet from Bridgestone Golf.
Absolutely agree. Everybody's been talking about it. I mean, we had big raves coming out when we were looking at it over in PGA show a couple weeks ago in January. The demonstrations that we got to see during their event in Bridgestone, the ball's fabulous. I'm playing with the one. I'm playing with the red box. That's the one I've been playing. That's the one that I got fit for. We'll be talking about how you get fit on the show later on. But their break that they took, while nobody understood that they took a break from fitting. They came back with a vengeance last year, and they upped their game this year. So they've made a lot of improvement, made it easier. There's no excuse.
Well, I think it took a couple of years to reinvent the fitting process because
and they did.
All the data that they collected from the B-Fit Challenge, they had to really separate that data, and then involve their pro staff that's involved in it. Tiger Woods deeply involved in this new fitting, way of fitting that that Bridgestone is offering to the golfers out there. So.
And we got to see a Major League Baseball player that he talked about his fitting and how instantly, within his next session, he went out there, he was hitting balls, and he got exactly what he wasn't expecting. So, anybody, we always suggest getting fit for clubs, getting fit for a putter.
And actually, he won his first tournament that weekend, too.
He won. And there seems to be a kind of thing going on there. You put that ball into play and you win. So, we're winning.
We're going to be
putting in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, Sony, Puerto Rico.
The Puerto Rican Open. Yes. You're going to be in that program over there. So, Bridgestone's going to be represented. And we might win, probably not, but we're going to give it our best.
Absolutely. Here to join us now, he is the ball fitting manager for Bridgestone Golf. Adam Rayberg is joining us on the phone line right now. Adam, welcome into Bigg's Golf Talk, my friend.
John, Bill, thanks for having me on, guys.
We appreciate it.
Gotta be an exciting time of the year for the Bridgestone family, reinventing their fitting style with Tiger Woods being involved and helping out with this whole process. Talk about the couple years that you guys took off from the B-Fit Challenge, which now you are introducing the V-Fit Challenge. But the 2 years, did I accurately describe that as, taking that 2 years off, you kind of had to dissect the information, the data that you had and you collected from the B-Fit Challenge and kind of work with that data and kind of develop something new?
Yeah, absolutely. We're always studying, always analyzing, researching and designing things. Ball fitting is really what kind of set us apart as a company in the early 2000s, mid to early 2000s, that, people started to really question the golf ball they played. It was oftentimes a piece of equipment that was overlooked. Everyone understood that your driver had to be fit for your game and your irons had to be loft and lie had to be manipulated in length. But then when we started talking about the golf ball, people started to better understand that it is such an important part of your game. You're literally hitting that piece of equipment on every shot. It's the one thing that shouldn't be a variable. It should be set in stone. You should understand your golf ball characteristics and what ball correctly fits your game. So we did a lot of studying, and we're happy to announce the V-Fit ball fitting method. It's really simple. You record a swing in slow motion with your phone. You go to BridgestoneGolf.com, you submit it to us. One of our ball fitting technicians here in Covington, one on the team, will look at your swing, analyze it, give you back all the sweet data. But then more importantly, we'll send back a report that gives you the perfect golf ball that fits your game.
One of the things that I asked at the press conference when we had it in Florida was when they do this process, I know in the previous fitting process that you had with the B-Fit Challenge, you were able to offer that golfer a 2-ball sleeve of the recommended ball that you guys fitted them for. And what I liked about that was, you guys were able to fit juniors, regular golfers, pro golfers, all the way up to seniors, women golfers, male golfers. With this, the V-Fit Challenge process, are you guys going to be offering the same 2-ball recommendation to them?
We are. We're offering, we will give them a report that says the golf ball that fits their game, and we're working to make sure everyone is able to get their hands on some samples. It's a little bit challenging living in the digital space versus being at an event, but those are some hurdles that we're working through. And of course, we want the consumers to try the product and be able to sample it and understand the performance on the course themselves.
Talk about how does the process start? Where do they start with the V-Fit process?
So the good thing about the V-Fit is you can do it anywhere. We've had people submit from the garage. We've had people submit, standing in a foot of snow. We've had people on the golf course when they're playing their round or on the range when they're warming up. As long as you're able to record a driver swing and put a dozen golf balls in front, then you could submit your your swing, and we'll analyze it inside here in Covington and give you the data back.
Sounds like you guys have thought about it. Now, can they use any club to do that with?
It is with driver, because driver is the most violent impact with the swing, and we could analyze the swing speed, and that kind of falls you into the over 105 or under 105 based on your driver swing speed. So when we see that driver video come through, we'll analyze it, give you your club head speed, ball speed, launch angle, backspin, carry, and total, and then give you a recommendation based on all of those data points.
Sounds like you guys have a great process there, and it took a couple of years to develop this. Now, how much did Tiger Woods actually have with input with this new process?
Yeah, we definitely lean into Tiger as much as we can as far as feedback. He has, a genius level IQ of golf. So we definitely leaned into him. We did a lot of recording of his swing and analyzed it and, compare that to the actual numbers he put on a launch monitor, whether it be TrackMan or GC2 Quad, and we want to make sure that data is perfect. That's our biggest ask is, when the consumer's submitting this video and we're analyzing, the data needs to be on point. And so we did a lot of testing with him, a lot of feedback, recording just with a cell phone of his swing and then submitting it just like somebody else would. We didn't use some fancy camera to record his swing. We literally popped out on our phones out of our pocket. We recorded Tiger Woods. We submitted it there to Covington, and we analyzed that data up against what he was doing when he was doing those prototype testing with us. On top of that, we had tons of consumers come here to Covington, hundreds of them, to where they actually submitted a swing using their phone, but then we also analyzed that right up against the data that's being produced on the launch monitor.
Wow. Now, after fitting Tiger Woods and coming out with the ball that you guys have launched yesterday, is that the ball, or did he had some kind of input with the development of the ball, or how did that work?
Oh, absolutely. There is a long line of a couple of years working with him on this new golf ball that had the reactive cover put on it. Early testing back in late 2017, we did the first round of testing to where he did have one of the prototypes that had reactive cover in it. And so we had probably 5 total, and all of them had different technologies and different tweaks. And one of them had that new cover built into it. And we were very interested to see how he would react to that, because Tiger is, of course, very perceptive to all minute changes. And so he gravitated to that ball out of all of those immediately, especially around the greens. For him, the feel and control around the green, he all the time talks about his feels, and that's very important to him, is for that golf ball to produce a feeling where he feels like it sticks to the face longer. And that's one thing he continued to come back to us. The more and more we added that reactive material into the cover, he said, man, it really feels like the club is, and the ball is sticking to the club longer, which I like, because that means more control. So with him, he, over those years, every prototype he tested, we got data, we got feedback, we wrote down notes, and we made small tweaks all the way up into it. So Tiger was a huge part of the development of these new golf balls coming in 2020 that we launched yesterday. So a lot of feedback from him that even spilled over to the other models that he doesn't play, the RX, the RXS, and the X. We took his feedback and data and was continually able to develop those other golf balls as well.
Now, what are the models that you guys released yesterday?
So inside the Tour V line, we have the X and the XS. Those are designed for players who swing over 105. Tiger plays the XS. Bryson, Lexi, Kuchar plays the X. Then we move to the RX and the RXS, which are designed for club head speeds that are under 105. And as you mentioned, John Smoltz earlier, John Smoltz plays the RXS. And actually, we had a new person move over to the RX series in Fred Couples. Fred Couples now will be using the RXS heading into this year. And just a few weeks ago, almost won down in Hawaii with that new RXS and, took it all the way to a playoff. So he really likes the RXS, and it's been a really good, smooth transition to that golf ball for him.
Can you explain to the golfers out there, you have RX and RXS. What does the S stand for on the end of RXS?
That's a real simple answer, John. The S is more spin. Basically, inside the RXS and the XS, those balls have a softer cover for the player that desires more greenside spin and more spin into the green. Now, obviously, you have players that don't want that and want to take a little bit of spin off those approach shots. But for guys like Tiger and Fred, who really want a lot more spin and desire that feel, that S model works a little bit better for them.
Does the S model take anything away from distance?
Well, that's the reactive. In the past, when we had manipulated specifications to make a ball spin more, you just make the Shore D softer on the cover of those spin models. But yes, you would sacrifice distance off the tee. But with the new reactive cover and it being a smart material, what we were able to do was make it spin more around the greens, but not lose any distance off the tee. And that's because the material is actually smarter. So if you think of the inside of a football helmet, when you press your finger down to it on very slowly, you can actually press your thumb inside the soft padded material. But actually that padded material is designed for when a big linebacker or a safety hits somebody, it's supposed to firm up to protect the football player's brain and not injure them. And that's kind of what the cover does. When you're hitting it at a very fast speed, it firms up and reacts off the driver fast and firm. But then around the greens, it acts more softer on a low impact to where you get more spin and feel. So we're trying to get that holy grail of golf balls to where you get lots of distance off the tee, but then you don't sacrifice any greenside spin, and vice versa if you're looking for more distance.
We saw something like that during the presentation.
Yes, you did.
Elliot,
I had a good demonstration for you guys.
Yeah. And then we saw the phone. I call it the phone trick, where somebody went over there and pounded
with a hammer.
That phone jumped off the table and onto the floor, and there was nothing with it. Nothing wrong. I mean, the phone was working. Everything was perfect. You did some certain trickery with us. You were showing us the difference in how that whole technology is working and stuff. I think it's amazing how it did it. Is it just the coat that's causing all these differences, or did you do anything else to the ball that would cause all the reaction that's happening in the cup? The cover seems, for me, because sometimes I'm not perfect. I don't hit it on the face on that sweet spot all the time. So sometimes I tend to cut a cover, and I haven't had that problem where even if I blade it, I don't jack the ball up. So I didn't know if there was something within the cover.
That's happened to me when I use my wedges and I'm spinning the ball on a green.
Cut it. Yeah.
I'm cutting the back of the ball.
Yeah, so I haven't had any of that, but even when I played
with
it.
Not with Bridgestone.
No.
Not with the new ball.
No, because even when I played this weekend, I played really well, and I was all over it. I mean, I spun one back. It must have been like 8 feet.
How many times have we done that, Bill? I mean, we take these approach shots, or we take the short game shots, and we cut the ball, and also we're just picking the pieces
off, the shavings off the ball.
And it's like, okay.
The whiskers.
Yes, whiskers. Exactly, yeah.
It's like, okay, this ball is gone.
Yeah, and I'm not finding.
Quality control is very important to us. I mean, performance is the ultimate echelon of you're trying to design a ball to perform and do things. But if we can't make it to where the quality of the actual product is, one, durable, and two, correct, the build is exactly what you need. Those are two things that are very important to Bridgestone. So the quality control of the ball, our essence for Bridgestone that supersedes even golf and moves up to our tire parents is serving society with superior quality. So it really trickles down to the consumer, and things like that get out if you make a cover that rips, or your construction isn't quite up to par, then those things eventually get out. And it's something that we take very great pride in at Bridgestone, is making a quality product that, when you reach in a dozen, the first ball you take out is exactly the same as the last ball you take out. And it's very important. And you see that when you rip a ball back.
I'm a huge fan of the matte finish balls with your E series, and big fan of those with the colors and everything else with the E series and the matte finish.
I know where you're leading. Is he going to make Billy blue? Is that what you're leading to?
Well, you're
not leading to that.
I led into you to ask that question.
Nobody wants to make blue balls.
I know.
I just want some blue balls to play with. That's all I keep asking for.
Adam, I don't know if you have the power.
Adam, you think Bridgestone to help a brother out?
Well, what's tough about the blue ones is that when you're out there on a nice, sunny, blue sky day, you can't see them in the air at all.
You know what? I've never thought about it. You see, it took a genius like you to set me straight.
No more blue balls for Billy. You know how many companies Billy has really campaigned and just wanted,
I was talking about save the blue balls, and nobody would
wanted to
go
start
on
a Facebook page.
Yes. And now I know why. You're the first person to answer that.
We've tested many different models, and I mean, honestly, we've tested blue golf balls before, and I mean, we take them out on the course or hit them, in prototype testing. If it's a sunny day and it's a blue sky, when you hit them in the air, you don't know where they go.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
That's the only problem.
I've never got that answer.
Golf ball in the middle of the night.
You see that? You're the first person that ever answered that like that. I love it. Never again.
We're talking about this series, the R and RX, and the new golf balls that were just released yesterday, and you could head over to any of your favorite golf shops and find these balls. But here's something that, and by the way, before you buy them, take the V-Fit.
Yes.
Do the V-Fit process.
Yep.
Make sure that's a golf ball.
And
right
the turnaround is really quick.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's really quick, and for the most part, under 24 hours, they will get you back your swing.
Right.
And they
your
got
analysis.
Yes. So your analysis. I'm sorry, but I think it's awesome that you can get it back so quick. And they say 24-hour window, but a lot of
sometimes
times
it's a lot within
quicker.
a couple hours.
Yeah. So I mean, depending,
it all depends who's in the office at the time.
That's right.
And
Adams, he's right there at those computers working himself.
He's working hard. So
absolutely,
he might be the ball fitting manager, but he's also one of those guys that will send you an email back and get your results back right to you.
And he will tell you the reason why there's no blue balls in golf. He just explained it. It took 8 years in the making, and now we'll never ask for blue balls again.
So my point was, what I found, it keeps on coming in my mind. I thought was pretty funny when I seen the commercial for the first time back a few years ago with Freddie Couples and his dad. So Freddie was promoting the fact that he was hitting the R series. His dad was hitting the RX series. And here we have Freddie hitting the RX series now.
It's full circle.
Full circle.
Yeah, it's a full circle.
But the thing is, when you hit that,
we're all getting older, and Freddie recently turned 60, and we've had him test the other models before in the past when it was the B330 RX, and his swing speed was still so great. And just recently, he's kind of moved down a little bit, and he's getting right at that 105 limit. And when we did testing of this new ball, and what's really allowed him to kind of move to the R series as well is the reactive cover. Because, those guys still play some greens that are very firm and quick. And, obviously he plays Augusta every year.
Yep.
And that's one of the ones he looks forward to. And he's got to have a ball that can react around the greens and give him the spin. So this reactive series this reactive cover that kind of bumped up the performance attributes around the greens really was the straw that kind of got him over to the RXS series. And that's one thing we're very excited about with him is he's kind of moved over to that. And it gives us a good, predominant name on tour that's playing the RXS ball.
Well, two guys here, you could play the R series, I could play the RX series because you're at 105 or a little bit over that. I'm
playing
under it.
That's what I'm at, the red one, the RX. It's just
I tell
on the cusp.
Yeah.
I agree. I tell people all the time, we got Fred, John, and Bill.
That's
what other validation
Hey, Mr. Rayberg, I knew I liked you for a reason, man. I tell everybody how much I appreciate you, man. I'm going to keep doing that.
Adam, we could go on and on with you, brother. I always love having and talking to you because we could spend just an hour talking golf, and it's just a fun time whenever we talk to you here on Bigg's Golf Talk and off the air as well. But how can people follow Bridgestone? How can people find out more information about the V-Fit process and the new B series?
John and Bill, I appreciate you guys having me on. If anybody wants to learn more about the new Tour B or V-Fit, they can head over to BridgestoneGolf.com. All the information is right there on the homepage. It was an amazing launch yesterday. very great. We're so happy the balls are out. There's been a lot of buzz about them over the last couple of weeks, and we're just glad it came out with a big bang yesterday. And all I can say is, folks, go get them. We're selling out of them for sure, and inventory, we're trying to make as many as we can.
I heard there's a semi on the way to Albuquerque, New Mexico on Cathy Ave.
They can deliver some balls?
Yeah, whole semi is just going to come by and just drop off skids of golf balls for us.
Yeah.
Adam's laughing there.
We're on the list just like everybody else. We know we're not
I'll
that
have to check
special.
on tracking on that.
Yes, please. Check the tracking. And I'm just going to put it out there because me and you are bros. If you want to, I'm not saying you have to, but if you feel like when you're talking to Tiger, they say, yo, this dude, the GolfFather, is really, really cool. I'm going to send him your balls. And when you sign those balls, so he could keep them and have them in his office, just in case, just like in passing, because you get to see him up.
I'll keep it in the back of my mind.
Yes.
Sure.
It was
way back in the
way back.
It's way back there. Hey, Adam, thank you so much for joining us here on Bigg's Golf Talk, my friend.
Thanks, guys.
All right, but have a great day.
More Bigg's Golf Talk coming your way right after this.
Early to rise, went through the pregame routine. Hit drives for more than just show. Yelled for to warn for balls unseen, and approached with a long way to go. Time to make the turn. First half is done. Time to make the turn. More fun to come. If only we had more gizmos and gadgets, we might not have been sat in the sand. The cart girls' drinks strained our budgets, but we got a birdie in the hand. Time to make the turn. First half is done. Time to make the turn. More fun to come, yeah. Head to the clubhouse for a quick pit stop. Add up damage from the front nine. Get food and drink, and we're not talking pop. Head out knowing the back will be fine. Time to make the turn. First half is done. Time to make the turn. More fun to come, yeah. Time to make the turn. First half is done. Time to make the turn. More fun to come, yeah.
A golf ball that performs for you. The Encore Avant 55, hot off the tee, a formulated core that delivers more energy and utilizes soft cell technology to achieve ultra-low 55 compression. This blend of innovation and simplicity provides more distance and greater feel. The Caliber, maximum accuracy. A patent hollow metal core creates significant rifle spin while reducing side spin, allowing the ball to travel along a straighter trajectory. The Encore Elixir Tour Ball, hot list winner. The premium cast urethane cover delivers a soft and pure feel off the club face and gives the Elixir ultimate greenside control, durability, and unmatched putting performance. Be sure to check out their combo packages and sign up for the loyalty program. Gift cards are also available. For more information, their website is www.encoregolf.com. And be more with Encore.
Golf Dots is a unique, high-resolution ink transfer to personalize your golf game. Golf balls, golf shoes, clubs, Golf Dots can personalize it for you. Golf Dots conforms to USGA rules and doesn't alter the trajectory of your golf ball. Tour proven on all major tours, Golf Dots is designed and made in America. Many styles to choose from that will fit every golfer's personality. New styles are being released on a regular basis. To order your Golf Dots, visit www.golfdots.com and enter promo code BiggJohn15. That's Big John, BiGGJON 15 for a discount on your Golf Dots. Golf Dots is available in many golf shops, such as the PGA Tour Superstore. The website for Golf Dots is www.golfdots.com. That is golf.dots.com, or call 847-829-4238. Personalize your golf game today with Golf Dots.
Golf Talk for golfers on Bigg's Golf Talk. Back to Bill the GolfFather Cuebas and Big John Vick.
This segment is sponsored by Scorpion 21. Feel the sting. Look fashionable on the golf course, especially when you participate in a national qualifier for the USGC. You could feel the sting on the golf course. Look good by wearing Scorpion 21. Scorpion 21, feel the sting. Bill the GolfFather Cuebas and Big John Vick back with you here on Native Family Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all your smart home devices. And our website is www.biggsgolftalk.com, BIGGSgolftalk.com. It is official. Bill the GolfFather Cuebas, the U.S. Golf Challenge is off and running, getting ready with their national qualifiers, starting the year off. Looks like the year is going to start off with a national qualifier in Hot Springs, Arkansas at the DeMonte Country Club. It's a qualifier that's going to be taking place on April 17th, and the deadline to register is April the 10th. And then Lebanon, Indiana, the very good staple of Lebanon with the Golf Club of Indiana qualifier, May 16th. Deadline to close that to register is May the 10th. And many others, including June 15th. Mark the calendar. If you're located in the Southwest, we want you to be a part of it at the Canyon Club. The BGT 18-Hole Challenge Canyon Club at Four Hills in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It is a national qualifier for the U.S. Golf Challenge, which also will benefit the Folds of Honor.
Can't get much better than that.
No, I can't get much better than that.
Love throwing in that charity aspect in what we do.
Talk about the charity aspect of what people do. Yep. We just got a press release and announcement that Bag Boy has partnered up with the U.S. Golf Challenge.
Yep.
U.S. Golf Challenge, as you know, is growing. And what they're doing in the format they're doing it for amateur golfers. And no matter if you're, as long as you're an amateur,
yes,
0 up to 30, 35, whatever the case might be, obviously maxing out the handicaps with the two-man system or two-person system because we want to make sure we involve the females in that as well.
Because we have a fiance and his fiance, both of them qualified. They're going.
Team USA.
They made it, and we know that they've been looking forward to more. And there's been a lot of chatter because I've been getting messages from women, and they want to get more involved. And I think if they play it right, the numbers – like David and Jill did, they got a really good shot of going to Ireland this year.
For a full list of national qualifiers in your area, you can head over to biggsgolftalk.com, BIGGSgolftalk.com. We have a link up there for the national qualifiers, or you can head over to usgolfchallenge.com. Be sure to follow them on social media as well, because I'm sure they're going to be pushing out national qualifiers on there as well. So also mark the date for your national championship match that is going to be taking place September 10th through the 20th. And this is going to be at multiple golf courses, the 2020 USGC National Championship. So more information to be coming with that. Big 36-hole major just before the national championship, always a staple. Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, at Geneva National, August 15th and the 16th. Bill, the GolfFather Cuebas, and myself will be there doing a live show that weekend and being a part of the Tito's 36-hole major.
That was a big show last year.
Oh, huge. It was so huge that we had one show scheduled and a last-minute show.
We ended up doing 2 shows, 2 live shows. It went really well, too. The audience was great. I love the participation for the people and everybody coming by. That's going to be a huge event for us.
And nothing to say, Billy.
What?
Nothing to say, the GolfFather, about people participating in multiple qualifiers.
I know.
To try and
That's
make
how you
the
do
national championship.
Yeah, you get a free entry if you win.
Yes.
You got to keep playing. And what is it called?
You're just not limited to one qualifier. No.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
You'll make it. We'll see you there.
And if you don't have a qualifier in your area, go up to your golf course and say, hey, I want you guys to actually register a qualifier at U.S. Golf Challenge. And it's very simple. All
They
you have
make
to do
it
is go
extremely
on the website.
simple. All they got to do is contact
Listen, if Bill, the GolfFather, and I can manage,
did it. We just went there.
Yeah.
We went, we talked, and we haven't been involved ever since. Basically, we just make sure everything's going smooth. It took an hour. We went over there. We did all the discussions, hooked them up with each other, and they've been going back and forth, getting us the material we need to promote.
So as you know, Tito's Handmade Vodka is a presenting sponsor for the U.S. Golf Challenge. Well, people and companies are coming on board and partnering up with the U.S. Golf Challenge. One of those companies is Bag Boy, and we just got the news this week that the partnership has been solidified. And joining us on the phone line right now is the president from Bag Boy and also from U.S. Golf Challenge. Patrick Polson's joining us from U.S. Golf Challenge. Craig Ramsbottom is joining us. He is the president at Bag Boy, and we want to welcome those guys into the program right now. Let's turn to Craig. Craig, welcome into Bigg's Golf Talk, my friend.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And Patrick, you've been a staple on this program talking about U.S. Golf Challenge. Welcome back to Bigg's Golf Talk, my friend.
Thanks. Thanks for having me, guys.
Let me turn to Patrick first. Talk about this partnership. Bag Boy, what does this mean to the U.S. Golf Challenge?
Most importantly, it's a great relationship that's starting to form with the USGC and Bag Boy. I think both brands stand to benefit from the relationship. What it will do for the USGC is it's going to add value to our events, namely right now the International Kings Cup, where Bag Boy will be providing team golf bags for the competition in Ireland this spring.
And that's for both teams, Team USA and Team Ireland, correct?
That's correct. And they'll be getting matching golf carts as we walk the links of Ireland in May.
Wow.
So,
see, we didn't read about that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's very exciting, and I think it's going to be a great surprise to the players. They may just be hearing about it now. We were trying to keep it a secret as long as we could.
The secret's out.
Secret's out on Bigg's Golf Talk, that's for sure now.
It's
right.
Because
they'll be excited to hear.
Oh, I'm sure they will, because a lot of them follow us on social media and listen to the show, and they always send us their comments to us and ask us all the great questions. So now we got more answers, but that's exciting. Are they going to make? Well, I guess we'll wait for the next guest to ask more about the details of the bags and stuff like that.
Let's turn to our next guest. He is the president of Bag Boy. Craig Ramsbottom's joining us on the phone line as well. We welcomed him in already. Craig, partnering up with the U.S. Golf Challenge and the amateur tour that the U.S. Golf Challenge is providing to, and giving some great opportunities to amateur golfers across the world. What does this mean to Bag Boy?
Yeah, we're excited to be a part of the USGC and to be able to provide, as we mentioned, golf bags and push carts to the qualifiers at the championship. And it's a custom bag and a custom cart, so we're going to do everything we can to make that T prize, you might say, an exciting gift. And one of the features that Bag Boy offers in their carts and bags is we actually have a top lock system that connects the bag and the cart. So these bags will lock into those carts, and it'll make it a great experience pushing them around the links.
That is, Craig, maybe you know somebody you can talk to, because I've been trying to talk to Patrick for a long time. We haven't been able to qualify yet. I mean, we've been practicing so hard, even on like the computers. We're playing PlayStation 4. We're doing everything possible to qualify for one. But, I mean, they make us work every single one. I mean, we'll go into a ING Media event in, where we're going, Bigg, Pennsylvania. So we're going there, right, which was supposed to be, a good trip for media, and now we're working. And we don't get to qualify. Every place we go, there's a qualifying match. You think you could talk to that guy, Pat? Maybe he could soften him up a little bit for us?
Yeah, I haven't qualified yet either, so we can definitely talk about this.
Yes, let's do it together. Well, I can tell you that I won't tell you my handicap because I don't want the world to know, but I can tell you that if we're
18.6.
Oh, man, I hate you. If you're within 7 strokes of that, sir, I would love to team up with you. Because my partner, my current one, he's terrible. He is just, I won't even tell you his name is Big John, but he is just horrible on the golf course and inconsistent. So if you're up for it, you let me know, and I will take a day off.
I have a short game and I have a putty.
And that's about it.
That's it.
Even
everything else is on you, bud.
Even your driver's short, so everything's a short game. Yes, I agree. But yeah, I'm ready to change teams. I'm going with Craig.
Craig, talk about the type of golf bag that they're going to receive. The carts obviously speak for themselves. I'll tell you what, I'm on your website and I'm looking at the Shield cart bag. That's a Stars and Stripes type of bag, and you have some great looking bags on your website.
Well, thank you. Yeah, the Shield is a brand new bag. We just launched that in the fall, and as you noticed, it's very unique. We're using an ABS material to not only give your equipment a little bit more protection, but it gives us an opportunity to put a very customized design on that bag. And we do have a very patriotic American flag bag, along with a camo bag and some others. But for the event, we are customizing a cart bag, more of a red, white, and blue Americana theme for the U.S. team, and then there'll also be a white and green bag for the Irish team. And at the same time, we're going to customize the carts and the bags the carts for both countries to match.
That is awesome. One of my favorite features that you guys have always had, a big fan of, is the revolver that you guys have. Yep. Are you going to incorporate any of that kind of into their bags, or? I got to throw it out there because that's a beautiful bag. I've always been a big fan of that, the way it is, the way it locks in, the way it operates and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, it's a unique product.
Very.
And one of a kind, and it won't be part of this package, but it is a bag that has done very well. It's very innovative, and like you said, it allows you to spin the bag and spin the inner club organizer section, and that brings the club that you want right to the forefront.
You know what I like about Bag Boy, and we want to let's talk about a little bit about the company itself on what you guys are all about, because you guys have been around for a while.
Yep.
Travel bags, everything. You guys have push carts, accessories, golf bags itself,
fun towels.
I got towels. Yep. You guys, like I said, travel accessories to the travel bags. Talk about Bag Boy and what differentiates them from everybody else.
Well, I think it starts with the product, certainly, and that's something that we've focused on, creating innovative products and unique products. You mentioned the revolver. We try to offer features that allow us to separate ourselves from the competition, and at the same time, we try to offer a great value to the consumer. So we're going to offer a lot more product for the same price than some of the other competing, bags, carts, and travel covers in the marketplace.
Now, what I see too with the push carts, you even have electric carts, don't you?
Yes, we do.
When did Bag Boy come out with electric carts?
We've had an electric walking cart in the line for probably about a dozen years.
Okay. All right.
And, it's still a relatively small part of the U.S. market. The push carts have grown tremendously over that time period. But, certainly in Ireland and throughout Europe, you see a lot of walking carts, and you see a strong number of electric walking carts as well. But it's relatively a small piece of the U.S. market.
Now, I would want one of these for me, because you got a cart seat. that attaches to it. You know, so like when you have to walk 150 yards past your partner and you have to sit there and wait till he hits another 3 shots.
On a group in front of you.
That's another thing. I mean, this is really cool because, like, we're in my home golf course, we have a lot of older people, and I think that would be really cool because they're always complaining about there's no place to sit when they're waiting on the tee box or anything else like that. And a lot of them are walkers. I can see them using that. I didn't even realize that you guys have that. You guys even have solar chargers for your cart bags, which are cool. Now, with the solar chargers, I'm trying to figure out how big is that charger, because I live in Florida, so it'd be easy for something like that. But how big is that solar charger?
It's large enough to to generate that charge that you need during the round, but it's small enough that it just attaches to the push cart or to the electric cart, and. We all have, whether we want to admit it or not, we take our phones out on the golf course. We've got maybe some sort of GPS unit, and so this allows us to keep those items charged on the golf course. And, it's a great little accessory.
They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different push carts or pull cart, if you will.
Yep.
They have the tri-swivel 2, which is probably my favorite because I like how that front wheel just turns like with that on the front end there.
Yep.
The Nitron, the Quad XL, the
that
Compact
Nitron
3.
Is nice.
Yep. The Quad Junior, I'm assuming it's just a smaller version of the Quad XL. And the M350, which is just a 2-wheel pull cart. Which one of these carts is Team USA and Team Ireland going to be seeing?
I believe it's the quad is what we're currently working on to customize for the participants.
That's nice,
and that's our best-selling cart here in the U.S. market.
Now, do you find, like, because Ireland we know is different and it's really windy, unless you're playing Bandon Dunes, which we have, because my cart and my bag like literally went down the fairway and kept going because it got like 40-mile-an-hour winds. Have you found that, like, more towards Ireland, are they using the 4 wheels? Are they sticking with the 3 wheels? Do they have a preference based on how the area is, the logistics of everything?
Yeah, I think there's some personal preference in a 3-wheel or 4-wheel cart. You could argue that a 4-wheel cart offers a little bit more stability, and maybe with just that front wheel on a 3-wheeler, you might have a little bit more maneuverability. But we offer both because there's a lot of golfers who want a 3-wheeler and a lot of golfers who want a 4-wheeler. But I would say that it's personal preference. I don't know that you would need a specific model for a specific part of the country or specific golf course.
Okay.
Now, I see, too, I mean, this is great, Billy. They offer multi-selections of different colors for these push carts.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just a great, great opportunity. Hey, we just have a couple of minutes here, Craig, and we're talking with Craig Ramsbottom. He is the president from Bag Boy. They have now partnered up with the United States Golf Challenge to provide them with custom bags for both Team Ireland and Team USA and carts, we just found out during this interview. So it's very much a very valuable thing to become a part of Team USA. In 2020, they're going to Ireland. 2021, obviously, as you hear through the commercials, going to the Glasson Club, and Bill, the GolfFather Cuebas, and I will be in that at that golf club in 2021 for that event for the International Kings Cup. Craig, let me ask you this, and I guess my final question for you is, what would you tell the golfers out there when it comes to this amateur tour event called the United States Golf Challenge? What would you tell them about this event?
Well, I would say it's a great opportunity. We all get to watch professional golf on television, and to be able to participate in an event that's run like a professional golf tournament, to qualify and to play under a little bit of pressure, while you're having fun out there on the golf course, but to experience being introduced on the tee, to be given tee gifts and prizes, and then go out there and compete with a friend. There's nothing like it. It's a great event, and we're excited to be a part of it.
Wow, that's awesome. That is awesome.
I think we might meet you one day soon, sir. If we haven't, we will see you real soon at one of these events.
Look forward to it.
And I'll be shooting you my information real soon. Don't tell nobody, though. And remember, I'm an 18 handicap, so if you're within that 7-stroke range, you found yourself a partner. We'll be going to Ireland. I'm just saying.
Well, thanks, guys.
You guys will be on the golf course golfing, and I'll be working doing the show.
Yes,
so there
yes.
you go. Yeah,
You're a killjoy.
Hey, Patrick, let me leave you with the final question, too. Having Bag Boy a part of the partnership, and I'm sure the United States Golf Challenge is intending to grow with other corporate partners, what does this mean to you? I mean, does this validate what you're trying to do with the U.S. Golf Challenge?
I believe it does. Some quality companies are starting to notice us, and that recognize us, and that's great for us.
It's great for everyone all around.
Makes us feel like we're doing something right for a change. And like I said, we're very excited to with this partnership. It's fantastic.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. Thanks for joining us here on Bigg's Golf Talk, and we'll be talking to you soon, Patrick.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Hey, listen, guys, here's the deal. In order for you to benefit from Bag Boy, to benefit from Tito's Handmade Vodka, and all the other corporate sponsors that's going to be coming aboard on the U.S. Golf Challenge, you have to qualify. The only way to qualify is participating. So head over to usgolfchallenge.com to find a national qualifier near you. And then you head over to the National Championship, make Team USA, and reap the rewards.
And check out Bag Boy, because they got some serious carts. And check out that revolver bag. That's Bill the Golffather's Cuebas' best, favorite, fantastic bag.
Head over to bagboy.com to find out about all their products, and be sure to support them as well. More Bigg's Golf Talk coming your way right after this.
Hey, this is Boxer Shorts, and I've got some big news. Bigg's Golf Talk is now on iHeartRadio. You can download their app for free or go to iHeart.com and search for Bigg's Golf Talk. And make sure while you're there that you favorite us so that you'll know when we're on. Join all the other millions of listeners on iHeartRadio and listen to Bigg's Golf Talk. We're the best. Right.
Still using an old Golf GPS watch? It's time to upgrade to ShotScope. ShotScope isn't just a golf watch, it's a fully automated golf performance tracking system on your wrist. ShotScope gives you access to over 100 tour-level statistics, get putting analysis, short game breakdown, even find out how far you're booming your driver. All data is captured automatically by the groundbreaking ShotScope golf performance tracking system. ShotScope, the ultimate golf watch. Find out more at shotscope.com.
Go for warmth. Go for beauty. Go for a show. Go for flavor. Go for perspective. Go for love. Go for tranquility. Go for thrills. Go for color. Go for good. Go for Puerto Rico. Go now.
For more information, the website is discoverpuertorico.com.
This is Bigg's Golf Talk with Big John Vick and Bill the GolfFather Cuebas.
Welcome back to Bigg's Golf Talk right here on Native Family Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify. Big John Vick along with the GolfFather, Bill Cuebas, and our next guest. He's just a hoot.
Yes, we're having a great time
during the commercial break.
Yes,
He's a multi-year Comedian of the Year award winner. So
yes.
You guys are going to enjoy this next
He's going to win BGT's Comedian of the Year for sure. You know, I mean, he has a lot of hats, but comedian is the newest one.
At least he's a first place winner, not like you and I on second
know.
place.
Can you imagine that?
Face for radio.
Face for radio, and we even lost that. I mean, come on. How do you lose face for radio? We came in second place for that. We can't win anything.
No,
we don't. We come in second. Well, we did win the Tour Edge event, so.
Our next guest, Bill and I are very familiar with. Listen, if you feel like you are always experimenting with your putting game in the love-hate relationship, and try our next guest. They are the Stability Putter Shaft by Breakthrough Golf Technology. Stability Putter shafts have a 99% satisfaction over steel. Stability is the only putter shaft designed to specifically improve putting performance and will help you make more putts with better distance control the very next time you play. And Bill and I have been using this shaft from the beginning, and I will tell you, it helped us win a tournament.
Several tournaments.
Yeah,
Gamez event.
Yes.
You won first place. Your team, we came in second by one stroke. I mean,
it was one stroke.
It was one stroke that we came behind. We both together. They put us together for Torres. We won that. We've been placing in a lot of events. So, and the thing is, what people don't realize, when we were talking about it several weeks, we didn't even know that Barney was going to be on the show. But when we won that Torres event at the PGA show, why we won? You were nailing 40-foot putts. And what did you do? What was the one
had
thing?
Stability tour shaft in my putter.
That's the thing. And we both have done it. We both have used it. But before we got to talk about Barney real quick. He doesn't like all the accolades besides the fact that he's a new comedian and stuff like that on tour. Yeah, look for him. You got to look for him. He's a comedian. He's going to be on tour soon. Watch.
Yes.
You see, he's going to be at a place near you. But
it might be a senior citizen home.
But hey,
he'll be on tour.
He's going to have a captured audience. You know what I mean? So yeah. But stop making jokes. Come on, but anyway, one thing I do want to say about Barney, he could talk about himself. So I know he doesn't want to talk about himself, but besides being an avid golfer and his fisherman, and I'm reading off of the website, he's active with 2 charities. And this is the part that I'm going to bring it up. One is the Ryan Foundation, which I want to know more about. And 2, the Folds of Honor, which everyone knows that, Big John and I are huge with the Folds of Honor. We travel the country doing live shows from different
I did not know he was
Yes, that's why I said I'll leave all the rest of the stuff that he's done, movie star, pin up, everything. I'll leave all that away. But we had to mention the fact that he was part of the 2 charities. We're huge with charities. Folds of Honor.
You know how they have that famous Walk of Fame with the star cemented in Hollywood?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Barney has his own too in Chinatown in Chicago.
I think I've been there, maybe. I'm not sure if I've been that far out. But it's really cold. It's covered by snow right now. So, yeah.
Let's introduce our next guest. He is from BGT, on BGT, and Breakthrough Golf Technology. Barney Adams join us here on Bigg's Golf Talk. Barney, welcome into Bigg's Golf Talk, my friend.
Thank you very much. I have. How much time do we have?
I think we have about...
We have enough time for you, sir.
Actually...
We're going to make time for you, sir. We got about 17 minutes.
If we go over, don't worry. We'll pay the extra fee.
If you're going to let me talk about myself, I'm going to need at least an hour.
No.
It's a 2-hour show. Don't worry.
Sir, what I said was being that you weren't, because we weren't going to allow you to talk about your show. That's why I gave you the accolades. That's why I decided to hype you up just a bit. I think I introduced you really well. Comedian or future comedian, coming to a captive audience. I gave you a lot of accolades.
Coming to a senior citizen home near you.
Near you.
That's correct. And the beauty of doing bits for the guys in the senior citizen home, 10 minutes after you've done them, they forgot about it.
Yeah, there you go.
Boom, boom.
So I got fresh material every day. Except I can't remember what I said.
You see that? They got this thing, Barney, it's called vitamin B. I know you might forget, but vitamin B is the way to go. You'll never forget again. It's a perfect remedy for that. But Barney, all jokes aside, I want to know what the Ryan Foundation is, because I know that you're heavily involved with the Folds, but what's the Ryan Foundation?
It's a fairly long story. I'll try and give you the brief version. A guy came to visit us in Dallas. This is back in 1991 or 92 when my net worth was way below zero, and he was raising money for a charity. And I said, look, I can't barely buy lunch, but donate to a charity. But I said, I will tell you this, that the golfers are incredibly generous people. And the golf industry as a whole raises something north of $4 billion a year for charity. And I think that's low, but that's another story.
Yep.
So I said, I'll help you run a golf tournament. And the story was that his little boy, age 4, who was a kindergartner, who was perfectly normal and healthy as far as he thought, and his school physical got deferred to another doctor and got diagnosed with this rare disease that I cannot pronounce. It's got about 12 letters. It's MPS is what it stands for. And he was told that his little boy would not live past the age of 9 or 10, and he would die a very painful death, and he was very sorry. It's what's known as an orphan disease, which means it doesn't affect enough people. So there is a lot of research and so on, and there's nothing that can be done. There's no medicine, no treatment, no nothing. And that really stuck with me is I'm a dad, and I thought, can you imagine being told that your son is going to die? Too bad, he falls in the wrong category, and nothing can be done. So with that, I helped him run a golf tournament. And the short story is that we ran one, then we ran another, and the story got picked up, and we had some nice participation and raised some money, and attracted this research physician who in turn got involved and came up with a treatment for the disease, not a cure.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be stem cell replacement, hopefully someday, but at least a treatment. And that 4-year-old boy recently graduated from college.
That is awesome.
He just got engaged.
Yeah.
It's a tough life because he has to go in for very painful transfusions and so on. I think on a
I was actually searching it once we started talking about it, and you're right. It's a very, very long name on it, and MPS is the shortness. It's rare, but the foundation itself, they have LSD as well. So they're doing a lot of great things, and they show pictures of the family and everything from when he was young, and it's great because what we do, we love charities. You know what I mean? We may not have money, just like when you started. But it doesn't hurt. And using golf.
Sometimes money isn't the answer. Sometimes it's time. Sometimes it's effort. Sometimes it's acknowledgement. Sometimes it's just sharing the information to people that do have the money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you got it. Exactly. It's all the above, really. There's no quick answer. And you got to hang with it. That's not, okay, here's a check, I'll see you type of thing. You got to hang in there.
Exactly. And that's what it's about.
These guys, I can tell you, the Ryan Foundation, which is the name of it, could certainly use any assistance that you.
Well, I'm gonna be looking up, and then I'll reach out to you now that I have your number and stuff. So when they run their tournaments and everything that they have, we would love to have them on the show. We've had multiple different foundations on.
Sure.
We love helping with their charities. We've had some from muscular dystrophy. It was one of the biggest tournaments that had 92 teams sell out for all. We had autism. We do it for all.
That's why I say golfers are incredibly generous.
Yes, and they are.
It's just amazing what they do. And I know when I was back in the active business, this stuff doesn't get counted, but we would get a dozen, 15 letters a week that the band in Muncie, Ohio needed to go to the tournament, and could we help them? And that doesn't get counted, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, that's
set up a
definitely
set of clubs that they could raffle off, or so on and so forth. And it's always golf. Every community in this country that's got a little golf course, be it 9, 18, public, private, whatever, I guarantee you runs multiple charity-based tournaments a year in that facility. And it's a wonderful thing.
It is.
Now let's sell some shafts. Because
why bother?
I want people to know that the stability shaft, whether it's the regular stability shaft that you came out with or the stability tour shaft, obviously you're going to tell us what the two differences are. But I will tell you, it has helped my golf game. It has definitely helped your golf game on the green, Bill, the GolfFather Cuebas.
Can I ask you guys a question? Did the shafts help as much as the phony handicaps you have?
Well, you know what? I didn't learn how to cheat because I started golf so late in life that I actually have a legit handicap. And
oh my God!
You know what? You know how I know? Because when
there's something wrong with you.
Yes, I absolutely agree. Because there is nothing more irritating than playing with sandbaggers. And that's why I stopped doing a lot of the tournaments that I was doing in, because you all of a sudden you're paired off with somebody that's 16 or 17 and they miraculously shoot
the best
one
score
over ever,
right. And it doesn't get turned in, by the way.
Exactly, but I've played in multiple events. I played in the Myrtle Beach World Amateur Tour, and literally when I was playing, I did.
Trust me, Barney, if you ever watch Bill the GolfFather Cuebas and myself golf, you'd be
like,
what?
Wow, they are.
Yeah, they're definitely
they're definitely handicapped. So
that's my new book will be the sandbaggers I have known.
Yes, and we see it a lot. But this game and this sport gives so much that it's a gentleman's game. It truly is. But with all the publicity going on, even in the pro
in our society, there's not very many gentlemen out there.
There really isn't. If we stick to the game, the foundation.
It's a human nature thing.
It is.
Get it, but no,
absolutely. But
it's amazing how many people out there have foot wedges.
Yes, we've seen it. I've seen extra balls. pop out of people's. Really? Oh my goodness!
You ride with somebody?
I got to admit but that stuff I haven't seen. I've just seen.
We you know
here,
how
we
played.
Give you a secret. Shoots 81.
I'm gonna give you a secret. We actually played with somebody that they were the passenger and they had their ball in the right pocket and they pushed it out of their right pocket as they drove by.
Yes, we actually saw it, and we're like, "What are you doing?" Oh no! I'm gonna take it. You weren't taking a drop.
It must have just fell out of my pocket.
Yeah, there was no drop in that,
and it happens to be the same number. Well, lucky.
Yes, absolutely. But with even back to your question on the serious part of it, I personally know from when I started with the first shaft, the first BGT that you guys had, the stability putter. I went and I had my regular putter, and I went in and I got tested, on the machine, and I was off line. My impact was off.
Your face was open.
Yeah, my face was open all the time.
Right.
Then I got your shaft put into it, and I got tested on a SAM machine. Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
The SAM machine. I was on almost perfect. They were so they were looking at like, wow, it was like almost on 0.01, like every time. You could see the difference instantly. It felt different coming off. The putts were being more true. I was hitting it too good when I started hitting it on center, I guess because you
pick up distance. Actually.
Exactly. Yeah, I was picking it up and I was like, wow. But you know what? It sure beat being short. So where I was short and always pushing with my face wide open, either coming too far across or pushing it out to the right, I started getting. Even Biggs knows he's been with me. I've been dropping some really good putts, and so when we had the opportunity to try out the new one, we're like, yes, because
especially because like just before that, so I had one in a gamer that I had in my bag, but then I got a brand new gamer that I had sent to me, and I loved the putter that I wanted to put it in my bag. I'm like, well, I can't take this out and put it in my new putter. So I'm like, okay, now I'll just invest it. I'm like emptying out my bank account, getting the stability shaft, put them in new putters. I have like 3 or 4 putters in my house that have stability shafts in them.
Yeah,
we need more of you. and by the way, I'll tell you guys seriously, if you get the opportunity,
yes,
the best way to practice is to get on a practice green and put the longest putts you can putt on the practice green. Develop your touch, and the reason I say that is because the shaft is kind of, I won't say it's fixed, but it's certainly greatly reduced the offline.
Yes, it really
problem.
does.
And you know what, Barney? I will say this: you are exactly right about that. Because I'm going to ask Bill the Golffather Cuebas this question: how many putts outside 20 feet did I drop?
You dropped a lot. You dropped. I wasn't joking when I think it was close to 40 feet when you dropped that one.
Yeah,
and that's what helped us. That's what helped us maintain, because we were getting on the green, but we were getting far away from that flag.
We had John Duvall. We had another guy.
We had a long drive guy. We had a good team, and it was the short game. It was the putts. He was dropping some crazy putts. I was going right behind him, because once you got that line. That was the thing. When we got the line, we knew all we got to do is tap that putter. It's going to keep us on line, so we already know we have that stability. So we would follow each other. We would set one up for failure, and if even sometimes on one putts.
Yes,
we did it so we read it so well that we actually dropped them, and it's the same stroke. I don't ever think about what I'm doing or how I'm. As long as I see that my alignment is okay, I just go for it. It eases your mind when you know.
It does. It does.
And that's part of the game.
Well,
mental.
Let's get this question. I think we got about 5 minutes here, but let's talk about the new stability shaft that you have out, the Stability Tour. What's different from that to the regular stability shaft?
Technically, very, very little, to be very honest with you. It's slightly smaller in diameter, and that just came from the Tour pros. They wanted to know if we could make it a little bit smaller diameter. They didn't know why. You never question those guys. So we said, okay, we can do that. And as a result, in doing it that way, because you have to keep the specifications, it actually ended up, it may have a touch softer feel to it. Again, and that's a very, very speculative thing. And one person's feel is not the same as the next person's feel. So it looks a little bit slimmer. It is slimmer, and you can tell the difference if you hold the two next to each other. But technically speaking, to be very honest with you, as far as the golf ball is concerned, it can't tell the difference. It provides the same technology.
And my next question for you, for those that never heard the stability shaft and Breakthrough Golf Technologies, what benefit is the stability shaft to the golfers?
Well, what's happened in golf is this. Over the years, as greens got smoother and faster, that the big companies with the putter manufacturing technologies recognize this. And they recognize that human beings, being what they are not capable of hitting the ball dead center every single time. When you test putting equipment, you always do it with a robot to get specific results. So as a result, the term twist, MOI, etc., you've heard over the years, as they've made putter heads bigger and heavier with the weight towards the heel and the toe to ameliorate when the individual hits the ball off center, which makes the club face twist. In so doing, they produced a head that weighs more. The steel shaft hasn't changed in 100 years, and the steel shaft doesn't handle the weight of those heavier heads the way it should. It actually oscillates or moves very, very slightly during the stroke, with the result that it produces off-center hits. So to fix the steel shaft problem without changing the head, we had to change the shaft itself. And it was a difficult project because in so doing, you have to do it when the shaft weighs the same, it balances the same, because you can't give the guy, we could fix the problem with a shaft, let's say, that's solid steel, that weighs a ton, or a shaft that's the diameter is 3 times as wide. But when you do it that way, the adjustment the player has to make is worse than the problem you're trying to fix in the first place. So that doesn't work. Agreed. So you've got to give them a shaft that's interchangeable as far as his sense of feel and sense of touch goes, interchangeable with steel, and that produces better results. That's what the stability shaft is.
Now, Barry, we're gonna do something because we've enjoyed talking to you, and we're gonna extend the time of a couple of minutes because we really want to get.
So
some
I
more
hope you have about 5 more minutes. For us.
Is this overtime? Is this time?
Yeah, we're gonna do something that we normally don't do. We go over and skip a few commercials for now, but then hit them back later on. But there's too much information because we had too much fun with you. But I want people to know, because the price might scare people, and I know Biggs has gone out and bought the extra shafts and stuff like that. But I want people to know that if you go out and make an investment in yourself, and some people get tired of the putters and they always blame it on the putter stuff. The shaft can be used.
Think about how many putters people buy.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
They'll go out and they'll spend $200
or more.
More.
Putters now are expensive.
Yeah, $400.
Yeah, like $500 today.
Exactly.
Yes.
I mean, I have, me.
I'm talking about the low end, $200.
Yes, that's the low end and stuff like that. When you want, this, I think, and you'll see it more and more. And what I love about you guys is that people can, and people may not even know it, they can actually shop through your website.
Buy a putter with a stability shaft.
Buy it with the stability putter.
Yes.
And just to give them an example, okay, the shaft might be too expensive. But you know what? You got a Cleveland Huntington putter that price alone is what it is. And it's like getting the shaft for free. So that's what we want people to know.
I tell you, putting is 40% of the game.
It is.
People will spend $800 on a driver to hit the ball 3 yards further.
Yes.
Okay.
And they won't even get that. They get it 3 yards into the woods, further into the trees. But you guys offer, you got Spire putters, you got all kinds of putters. So, and my other thing is, you have another phone call. Don't answer that. But it's okay.
I'm not answering it.
All right. But what people can do, and one of the big things when I first researched you guys was that they said, well, if you do get another putter that could be similar, because I like my face balance putters. I have a certain particular type of look that I have and that I've been fit for myself. I can take that shaft and I can use it in my next new putter that's similar to it. You know what I mean? I could use a putter for 4 or 5 years and still take that shaft out and use it because of the way you guys have it bent and stuff. So I don't want people to get scared off. You're not wasting money. You're not wasting money. You're not doing anything. It's worth every penny, especially if you're looking to get that consistent mentality where you just get up there over there and don't overthink. Just go line yourself up. That face is going to stay closed.
That brings me to a next question, Barney, about when people have this putter installed into the putter and they go out and buy a new putter, can they take that stability shaft out of that putter and put it in the new putter?
Yes.
Yeah, easy.
Okay.
That's all part of it. That was all incorporated into the design. You had to make it easy to install, easy to change. Because we're golfers, we understand all that stuff. So you know that's all built in from day one.
And Barney,
I'll give you guys a question you can ask somebody though.
Go ahead.
If you ever get I would assume from time to time you've had representatives from some of the major companies on, or
absolutely,
talk to them. Okay. Why wouldn't they make that shaft an integral part of their putter line, so they could say that they now have the best putters in the world?
Yes.
And that's why that was one of my questions that I was going to ask you. Being that you guys are doing it on your site, have you seen any of the major companies, or forget about just major,
they approached you? Have
they approached you and say, hey, we want to use yours as an option, or we just want to put it in?
Let me give you the answer.
Okay.
The steel shaft costs $3.50.
Yes. Yeah.
That's all you need to say. Yeah.
Okay, but now I got one more thing. We've had guests, True Spec. We've had Club Champion, people that want to give their clients, top quality products. Are these available there, or is it something that could be in the future?
We sell them. Club Champion, I know we have a pretty solid ongoing. I just happen to know that one.
Yes, but that's what I mean.
Any fitting up. I mean, hell, I was a club fitter back in the 90s when nobody did it.
Yeah.
So I have an affinity for club fitters anyway. Sure. I mean, that's what you're doing, right?
And I think that's great.
Give people better equipment.
Yeah, because when you go in there, and that's how I found out that and Biggs was with me when I first got tested the first time, and they were like, your face is open. Your face is open. I'm like, no, it's not. It's open. It's open. And the results, the numbers, the videos, they don't lie. And I went as simple, really, really simple. I got the stability put in it, and those offset numbers went to boom, center, boom, center, boom, center, almost dead center. And I became the more stable that I felt, the more that I saw that I was progressing, the more aggressive that I became, and the better I felt when I was putting. I was like, nah, okay, I'm not even gonna worry about it. Boom. I just go up, hit it, and I didn't outthink myself, because a lot of people, when they're standing over that putt, they overthink and they take themselves out of that putt. They start questioning. I don't question myself anymore, because I know that
you can ask this question. You just hit a really, really good drive, and you just flushed it iron.
Yep.
In a par 4, we'll say, and you hit it 10 feet from the hole. Really good stuff. And you reach into your bag with a putter that's got 100-year-old shaft in it.
Yeah. This is true.
Yeah,
it's absolutely true. We've seen it. We've seen a lot of guys playing with the stability, and they swear by it. They won't.
I certainly do. Hey, Barney, we're short on time now. I mean, I know we went a little over time here, but how can people find out more information about the stability shaft? I was going to do 20 minutes
on myself, too.
Well, well, not for nothing. We're going to have you back. I'm going to harass you now because we're going to have you back. We're going to get more into the Ryan Foundation. We're going to get more into what you're doing and more about you, because we want to learn more about you, because you're a fantastic guest. I had a really good time.
My suggestion is you better not waste any time, because I'm 80 years old. You never know. I'll pass the expiration.
Don't worry. I'll be saying prayers for you tonight. You're going to be around. We're going to have you on that show at least another 2 times. So don't worry about it. We're going to Puerto Rico without stability, so you'll be fine. We're going to give you a report when we come back.
There you go.
Barney, you got it, guys.
Barney Adams, thank you so much for joining us here on Bigg's Golf Talk, my friend.
See ya.
Hey, guys, let me tell you something. Breakthrough golf technology is something you should pay attention to. Their website is stabilityputtershaft.com. Stabilityputtershaft.com to find out more information. Coming up next is Bigg's Product of the Week. We'll be right back right after this.
Have you ever seen a tour pro line up a putt with a dirty ball? No way. A clean ball rolls accurately, and accurate putts mean lower scores. The solution? Ready Putt. It's the putter cover reinvented. Ready Putt has a patented ball cleaner that's made to absorb and retain water. All you need to do is add water, and it remains wet throughout your round, giving your ball the perfect shine. It also has a magnetic surface to hold your ball marker and divot repair tool. Let's say you switch putters from round to round using a blade, mid-mallet, or large mallet. Ready Putt Original has you covered. Look, putting is hard enough. Accurate putts start with a clean ball, And a clean ball starts with Ready Putt.
For more information about Ready Putt, visit ReadyPutt.com. That is ReadyPutt.com. Clean it and sink it. The United States Golf Challenge, sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka, is searching for the country's best two-player teams to compete against an international field in the 54-hole Ryder Cup-style event, known prestigiously as the International Kings Cup. The International Kings Cup is played in remembrance of golf's greatest ambassador, Mr. Arnold Palmer, whose honesty, integrity, sportsmanship, and commitment to excellence represent the ideals for which the game of golf is known. The road to the Kings Cup begins with a national qualifier. Two-player teams compete in an 18-hole qualifier playing best ball using net scoring. For more information, to sign up, and to find a national qualifier near you, their website is usgolfchallenge.com. That is usgolfchallenge.com.
This is Bigg's Product of the Week. Each week, Big John and the GolfFather select a golf product to feature. Here is Big John Vick and Bill, the GolfFather Cuebas, with this week's Product of the Week.
Bigg's Product of the Week is sponsored by the U.S. Golf Challenge with Tito's Vodka. You must be 21 years of age to enjoy a great Tito's beverage. Friends don't let friends drive drunk. Participate in a national qualifier. Visit usgolfchallenge.com to find a national qualifier in your area. Big John Vick and Bill the GolfFather Cuebas back with you, and our product of the week is SCNS Sports Foods. Now, what is SCNS Sports Food, Bill the GolfFather Cuebas?
They're a whole lot of yummy. That's what they are.
Yes, they are.
They are like this is a rated G show, so I don't want to use the addictive factor or anything. But yeah, they are addictive. You know what I mean?
In a healthy way.
Yes. That's why it's not bad to be addictive to this particular thing, because it's a healthy thing.
You know, and a lot of people have been to the golf courses and probably seen the first tee bars, the 10th tee bars.
Yep.
Now they have jerky.
Yes.
And they have some new flavors in their bars.
Yes. Oh, my God.
And some yummy flavors, too.
Oh, those oh, my God, that caramel.
Chocolate caramel bar. Oh,
my God.
And the funny thing is, though, Bill the GolfFather Cuebas, it is healthy for you. Although it does say chocolate caramel on the package, just remember, it's healthy for you.
It is.
It really would get you through the golf course as well.
It does get me through the golf course, but you know what? Sometimes I just need it. And I don't have to be on the first tee.
Golf course.
I don't have to be on the 10th tee.
As a matter of fact, I plan on carrying the first tee and the 10th tee in my golf bag.
Honestly,
so it's going to be a first base, and I haven't made up the other.
I carry them when I travel.
Yeah,
I have pictures
in my backpack
from when I'm flying,
right?
Because I don't feel like eating.
Well, here's the thing
nuts.
too: is you can't actually go through the security with that.
With what?
With the first tee bars,
you can. They
took them out of my backpack.
Well, somebody wanted to eat them
because they said no. You can't take. You had to take all the snacks out of your bag.
Oh, it's not good to be you.
I guess not. It's not good to be
because.
See, wait a minute. You have a different kind of security check-in.
Yes, I do. I do have a different kind of security check-in. So maybe that's it, because I get to travel with my first tee bars, my 10th tee bars, my first tee sriracha beef jerky. Because
they will not let you take liquid through the gate, and they will not let you take
liquid.
Food.
Nobody goes through the gate. I mean, this, coming here to Albuquerque to do the live show and everything and get ready for Puerto Rico was the first time they actually went inside my bag, and I was trying to figure out what I had inside that bag that would possess that guy to do it. And he's like, you got anything fragile, blah, 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 that's going to stick me in your bag? And my phone was getting ready to fall out, so I went to reach to grab my phone. He's like, don't do that. And I was like, well, you going to buy me a new phone? Because that's what's falling out. And he's like, oh, okay. So I was like, no, that's the only thing I have is my bags in there inside the bag. He opens it up. He takes out my business cards. That's what they checked. my box of business cards. And the only other time besides that was when I had a box of the first tee bars. I left it in the box, and I had them in my bag to travel. And they will open up that box and check that box and check anytime you can. I'll never carry anything with a full box anymore. I always empty them out. I learned my lesson the first time, and now I know I won't carry my business cards in a box. But I mean, it's the simplest of things. But food, I've always brought food. My snacks, because the airplane, but they're going to give you a little bag of pretzels. They ain't going to do nothing for me. So at least with the
they're trying to force you to actually spend money in the airport area.
Yeah, and if you're smart, you know what you do? You know those little packets that we buy for the water? You bring one of those on the plane, and you bring one of your tumblers that's empty. They can't stop a tumbler from coming through. So
they got the little water fountains.
They have the water fountains.
They have
in
little
there.
things that
yes,
fill up a water bottle.
The purified water bottles. So
right.
It works out real well if you play the system the right way. Yeah, you just got to do you play by the rules, and it's okay. But these first tee bars, they're ingenious. They're great for anywhere. I love taking them on the plane, and we talked about the new bars that came out, and we also have. We loved it so much. Shayna did such a great job. She was kind enough to do this month's
giveaway.
Did we pick a word of? We haven't picked a phrase yet.
We have not picked a phrase yet.
Let's. We got to do it because I don't know. Well, we could do first tee, or we can do cracked black pepper beef jerky. That's a long name. I don't know if people are gonna like that. We got the first tee bars. They got the sriracha beef jerky, which is excellent.
How about just sports food?
Nah.
Energy bar.
Let's do
Winnie the Pooh.
First tee bar. Let's do first tee bar.
Not Winnie the Pooh.
Not Winnie the. I don't know. I don't want to do no Winnie the Pooh. No.
Okay.
We're gonna do first tee bar.
All right.
Simple, man. They can write first tee bar. It's well worth it, and they're giving it away. A box of all the new products.
Listen, I was going
to
say.
Do you know how much that prize is worth? that prize is well over at least
$100.
I'm telling you, just in the boxes.
But
of
listen,
the
you're
stuff.
going to get. That's multiple packaging.
Yes.
So you're going to get boxes.
Yes.
Of the of the new products.
Yes. The jerkies.
The bars.
Two boxes of jerky. The 2 boxes of jerky alone is over $60.
Yes.
That they're getting. So the value and the boxes alone of the new ones. I mean,
then
you're
going to
get
get
a whole box.
Hat. Then you're going to get a
Yes.
towel and
a water bottle. You know what I mean? So they're.
What the hell am I doing?
I don't know what they're doing, but that first tee water bottle is awesome. It's $20, and you can take that thing on a plane empty. With no water on it, just carry it. They check it. It's empty, and you keep going along your merry way. So it's a great prize. I'm just sad that I can't enter because I want to enter.
Yeah,
I want to walk around with that. And that towel is really, really nice. They got a lot of nice stuff. So yeah, first tee bar will be the phrase that pays.
And that contest is currently on the website right now, along with the Folds of Honor.
Yes.
And what else are we giving?
Folds of Honor, New Mexico. We got that's the package,
right?
I mean, so that's all custom stuff that we're giving. Yeah, it has Folds of Honor logo, but it's from New Mexico. They put it together. So that's an extra special package that has New Mexico written down on it. So we,
exclusive and limited edition.
Yes.
Encore golf balls.
Yes.
So
how cool is that? I mean, it's that package is awesome. It's priceless. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that we did that. And then what's the last gift we're giving away, Biggs?
From Folds of Honor?
Well, we have the Folds of Honor.
Right.
We have the first tee.
Right.
Right. Are we doing anything else?
Why, yes, Bill, the GolfFather Cuebas.
What are we doing?
We are doing something else.
I don't know what else we're doing. Are we giving away? I thought we were going to be giving away 3 prizes.
We are giving away 3 prizes.
Go share with our listeners. What's our third prize?
Our third prize, Bill, the GolfFather Cuebas.
Yes.
Is swing juice.
Oh, swing.
Now, it's not what you might think it could be.
I know, because people confuse swing juice with those little swing juice bags. Remember those little bags?
I remember those little bags.
Remember that?
Well, we are giving away, Bill, the GolfFather Cuebas.
It's swing juice.
A swing juice prize pack.
Yes.
Which will include, Bill, the GolfFather Cuebas.
What?
A T-shirt of their choice.
And I saw some really cool Augusta. They call them Augusta because we can't use that other word.
Right.
So the Augusta shirts, there's a whole bunch. So they get their choice.
Their choice.
Of shirts that are available, T-shirts that are available. And what else?
And they get an official Swing Juice koozie.
Whoop, whoop. Keep them.
Wait. But that's not all, Bill the Golffather Cuebas.
What's not all?
They get a very cool, I don't know if you guys seen this, and I mean very cool, Swing Juice hat.
Their choice.
Yes.
Their choice of hats based on availability. Yeah, I mean, and I think it's a great
So how
great
about
setup.
matching a shirt and a hat up? Boy.
They got some really cool stuff.
The coolest chick on the block or the coolest dude
on the block. His or hers, baby. Yes. The one you want. But I think we got some really good prizes over there, and I think First Tee, besides the fact that they are, a charitable aspect to it, donating to the First Tee and stuff like that, the products are really, really good. That jerky is killer. I'm like 51% sriracha, 49% cracked, from the black pepper. But they're both good. They're both delicious, and that new bar was absolutely amazing. So we had we had to talk about it. There's not a lot to talk about that stuff. All I'm going to say is yummy, get in my tummy. Yes, because I want to get in. As a matter of fact, I feel like I wish I had one right now.
SCNS Sports Food is Bigg's Product of the Week right here on Bigg's Golf Talk, sponsored by the U.S. Golf Challenge. Participate in a national qualifier. And you heard earlier on, man, oh man, Bill the Golffather Cuebas, the nice benefits are getting up there with Bag Boy being a partnership with the U.S. Golf Challenge.
That is huge. And the thing is, the more the people like the Bag Boy companies and stuff like that realize the value of what's going on and want to join, it's going to continue to go. People right now are focusing United States versus Ireland when there is so much more that's happening. I see this thing growing into an international event. I think that's what they see happening.
Yes.
You have other countries that want to be part of it, so I do see it growing. And there's a lot of stuff that's going on behind the scenes that we're privy to, that we get to work with. And we always share with our listeners first. Most of the time, it's going to come from here first before it comes from anybody. But this Bag Boy has been huge.
It is huge.
All custom stuff going to the golfers.
So as we're doing this show, we just got a text message and email and a signed contract in our hands right now. And next month, we will be giving away a Squares golf shoe package.
Yes.
That will include a pair of shoes worth $250 in itself.
Yep.
An umbrella.
That's right. Hats.
And socks.
Socks. Oh, was there a shoe bag in there?
And
a shoe bag. That's right. That is a huge package. Well over $300.
That's going to be in our March giveaway.
Yes. And, we fell in love with Squares right from the beginning.
Yes.
From when we first put their shoes on, and we're like, what's the Square thing? And we figured it out 1, 2, 3 without talking to anybody.
But wait. That's not all.
What's not all?
Because officially,
Bigg's
Golf Talk wants to welcome Squares Golf to the BGT family.
Yes. They are officially part of the BGT family.
Yes.
As of Friday.
Bill the Golffather Cuebas and I are ambassadors for Squares Golf, and Squares Golf is a sponsor here on Bigg's Golf Talk, and we want to welcome them here to Bigg's Golf Talk. We believe in the indie golf companies, and Squares certainly is one of those small companies that you're going to see grow very big,
very quick. There's a lot of things behind the scenes with them, and we've got. I mean, right from the beginning, we connected with them and built a bond, and.
A true friendship, if you will.
It is, especially when you do something and you're not soliciting anything from it. We weren't asking for anything. They were humble enough. They asked us for our opinion on certain things, and it was great because we get to help people, especially the indie companies. We love that stuff, and we got to speak and spend some time with them. We click with them. They click with us. They got a little more into our background. We got into their background. We got invited to New Hampshire for a member guest.
We will
be going out there.
Yes.
So we got a lot of stuff.
It's actually a part of our contract.
Yeah, it's part of it. Otherwise, there would be no contract. But but when you have stuff like that, well, how could you not? You know what I mean? When you had that instantaneous connection.
Yes.
And we weren't the only people that they met at the PGA show.
Right.
But we were lucky enough that we made a big enough impact on everything that we did and everything we talked about.
I think, and certainly this was a big surprise for us as well here at Bigg's Golf Talk. We didn't expect this to happen.
Nope.
We discussed the giveaway, and we discussed doing a video review for them and all that stuff, and giving them feedback from our experience with the shoes and all that. But all week long, we've just been going back and forth, and we finally decided, yes, let's make this happen.
Yeah.
And become a partner.
But that was a big part for them. They're the ones. We weren't pushing any of that stuff. We didn't. And
we've been very fortunate here on Bigg's Golf Talk where we don't have to do that.
No, we haven't. We had. I mean, right now the sponsors that we have, they're incredible. They're really incredible. They're doing a great job in supporting us, and we're supporting them, and that's what it's about, man. It's a good partnership all around, and I'm enjoying it. I love meeting these people.
So welcome to the BGT family, Squares Golf.
Yes.
Visit their website, squares.com. That's SQAIRZ.com. Finally, a golf shoe that helps you play better golf. Squares is a golf shoe, not a sneaker with nubs. It's equipment for your feet. Balance, stability, accuracy, distance, and comfort. That is Squares.
And you know what, Biggs?
Yes.
It's hip to be Squares.
It's hip to be Squares.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Hashtag hip to be Squares.
That's it, baby.
That's it.
I love it.
I love it. All right. That does it for Bigg's Golf Talk here. Billy, we are on our way to San Juan, Puerto Rico!
Oh, yes, baby.
Yes,
it's going to be huge. I'm loving it. I'm excited. We leave in a couple of days. It's going to be a first time experience for both of us doing outside Commonwealth of the United States, but it's for my culture. So I'm going home per se, even though I'm home. I'm loving it.
Yes. For the Golf Diva, Amanda Robertson, for Bill, the GolfFather Cuebas, I'm Big John Vick. This has been Bigg's Golf Talk. Thanks for listening, everybody. And until Friday from San Juan, Puerto Rico, only one thing more is
you matter.
Thanks for listening, everybody.